Okay, it's Brant. I'm back again, tradeguild.blogspot.com, and my wife, the lovely and talented Julia, is still by my side. Say hi again, Julia.
Hi again.
Okay. And we are still looking at XING. See, nothing's changed. So, there's the ascending triangle, and it is approaching, or it's kind of just pulling back from this upper trend line, which is an exciting moment for us because maybe we get to buy it down here at 11.50 or $11. In any case, I like what I see on XING. Let's take a look at the accumulation distribution indicators, and all looks well here. You can see lots of buying here in BOP all throughout. A little bit of selling in this area, but not a big deal. And that was associated with this quick profits being taken on this quick move over here. So anyway, all looks good with XING. I would try to buy the pullback. Maybe you want to just start piecing the position together now, buy a little bit every day, and you'll have a position by the time it breaks out, hopefully. Let's take a look at SUPG, and this also is from the tag board. I want to say Sensei Kato brought this one. Yep, Sensei Kato. So this is a really cool stock. I like what I see here. SUPG, which is Supergen Inc. Drug Manufacturers. Yay. And it is a bull flag. So there it is. Here's our flagpole. And here's our flag over here. Pretty nice. There's our big volume on the move up. Here's our diminishing volume on the pullback. So all is in order. And what is really cool, I looked at the snap sheets here, and nearly half of the shares that traded in this bull flag this week, nearly half of the shares, as far as I can tell, were institutional buys. 1,430,500 shares this week, as far as I can count, were buying in this this flag here. So the institutional holdings actually increased by 7% during this consolidation, as far as I can tell, using snap sheets, which I'm kind of new at. But if that's true, that's just spectacular company to be in. If you want to buy this consolidation, this pullback, I would buy it anywhere in here. I think it's a reasonable place to buy. Now there is a lot of room below to your nearest area of support. There's some temporary support right in here, and there's some support down here around 4. So you could lose over 10% on a move down to test support. So you need to decide how you want to deal with that. You can deal with it by not buying so many shares and decreasing your risk per position size. You can buy it and have a tight stop. Ultimately, this is a bull flag, and if it fails as a bull flag, I think the premise of the trade is gone. So I would use personally this particular day here around $4.30, where the 22-day moving average is, just below that for a stop. And let's take a look at the accumulation indicators here. BOP, remember what I said about $6 million worth of institutional money coming into this bull flag here, and there's the confirmation. There's buying there. Look at TSV, it's just leapfrogged off that zero line. This stock looks really, really good. So if you make some money on this, of course, I would love for you to ring the bell and drop a few coins in the tip jar. But be sure to thank Sensei Kato, because this is a really nice looking chart. Let's move along to PAY, which is Verifone Holdings. Coffee break. And I'm back. And again, I think this is another bull flag. It's not so obvious here where the flagpole is, so let me go ahead and scroll out to a 3-day chart, and there's our flagpole. And here's that consolidation pulling back on it. And here's just another daily view. And this is kind of what a flag looks like. That's not the best trend line I drew there, but it looks like a descending little consolidation pattern. And what we look for again is that descending volume, which we're seeing over here, the big volume on the flagpole on the move up. And I think again this is another stock that's looking pretty good for a buy here. There's money stream in a leading divergence, and look at that leading divergence. That is, I bet if we scroll out, I bet that's an all-time high. Yep, that's an all-time high. Money stream has never been so high, and we see the buying here in BOP. We see again TSV just kind of leap off that zero line, and it's above its moving averages. So I think PAY is definitely a nice looking position. We're going to move along to FLWO, which is in my portfolio. I'm short Flow International, and the premise of the trade was basically this. We got a big breakdown over here, a light volume rally up to the 50-day moving average, and I like these kind of tops. Let's take a little wider view of it, and there's let's take a wider view of it. Okay, so here's our period of accumulation, here's our period of markup, and as this 50-day moving average starts bending, the trend is your friend until it bends at the end, and that's what happened here, and it starts rolling over and heading down. So this is telling us that this area is distribution, the next leg down is decline, and I think that's what we're in now. I think we're just starting the leg of decline. So what I wanted to do, and what I did, was shorted this light volume rally up into resistance, and I just started shortening here and just added all the way up because I'm building a position in there. There's these little stars there. It doesn't look like it's going to go any further. If we take a look at the distribution indicators, let me get them up here. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. There we go. And what we see here is money stream again. Even though we're rallying, this thing is down here at lows for for a good 6 months or so. BOP selling, TSV can't get above the zero line over here on the rally. So this tells me this rally is a stinky fish, and it makes sense to go ahead and short this stock. There is, and what I mentioned earlier in the week was that there was a possibility that we were going to go up, and because the stock was quite a bit lower, and we were going to fill this gap up here, and basically we pretty much did that. So that gap actually is a falling window, it's what it's called, and the top of that window acts as resistance, and that's what happened here. So Flow, I think, looks awesome for a short, and on that note we're going to move on. And HYC is an awesome short. We went through a little bit of heartache with this one and a little bit of challenge, and the pattern here, this head and shoulders top, suggests to us that there's downside, more downside to come. We don't know when though that's going to happen. We don't know how long it's going to take for this to rally, how long it's going to take to fall, if it's going to just hang out and consolidate up here. So don't make the mistake of thinking that these patterns are indicative of actual predictions and time and everything. But anyway, let's take a closer look at what happened here with HYC. We originally got in somewhere in this area. We started shorting it. We started shorting it all the way up here. Some of us got out up here and said enough's enough. And on this day, or actually on this day, I made a call and I said on the tag board that there was distribution, and everybody jump in, and a lot of people did up here at 940, and then a lot of us got out right here. I think some of us are still in, but bottom line, the moral to this story is that head and shoulders pattern did work. It's almost fulfilled its measuring implications, and there's more downside left here. So if I'm short HYC at this point, I put my stop at 750 and I let the profits ride. Okay, we'll be back with another video.